one presentation, so I will be considering top-down and bottom-up approach. So for top-down, I have considered an expert system, whereas for bottom-up, I have considered a neural network. So next slide, we'll just take a look at the agenda. Next slide. Just press right. Okay. So we'll be considering what is artificial intelligence, a quick go through of top-down approach, bottom-up approach, and then I will display an intelligence system that I have developed using these two approaches. Finally, I will also be analyzing and providing possible improvements. Okay. Next slide. So starting off with what is artificial intelligence, you already know what artificial intelligence is. You already know what artificial intelligence is. Well, at its simplest form, it is a field which combines computer science and robust data sets to enable problem solving. I am not going to read through the full slide because you already have a clear idea. I will move on to the approaches as that is what is necessary. So, pause. Okay. So for top-down approach, now in the top-down model, an overview of the system is formulated without going into detail for any part of it. Each part of it is then defined into more details, defining in yet more details until the entire specification is detailed enough to validate the model. Okay, so ma'am has already given us an idea of this in the previous classes, so we'll go to the next slide. For bottom-up approach, and then for bottom-up approach, well, we have a so for bottom-up approach, I won't progress into this right now. I will just go to the next slide because I want to go into the example that I've used for top-down approach. So the example I've used is the movie recommendation system. So basically the idea is like content-based recommendation system, and how this works is the recent rapid growth of the internet content has led to building recommendation systems that guide users to their needs through an information retrieving process. And expert recommendation system
Sir,
is.
you can move to the programming part. Okay.
Thank you. Keep recording. Keep recording. Okay. So here I have conducted my code or executed my code on Kaggle. Do I need to explain each part of the code?
A bit less.
Okay, so let's see how much I can do.
First one.
Okay, so starting off, this is the basic library. As you know, import numpy as np and import pandas as p. So you know you use numpy for linear algebra, whereas pandas is necessary for data processing, or it is also required for the CSV files. Then I have added these hashtags because it is a way of providing notes and providing an idea for you. So it's already available here. I don't need to explain it. These are the features that have been provided with Kaggle, and then we go down. These CSV files are provided, and keep going down. Let's see. Enough. So these CSV files are provided, and then I input these links in this part of the code so that I can download or import the files.
Okay, you're reading two files here. You're reading two files here.
Yeah, I'm reading these CSV files to execute them. And then, so basically, how did I come here? Well, I went onto my browser and I opened the Kaggle TMDB movie dataset. So there is a full 5,000 movies list, mainly of English movies. So before I go into more detail, I'll just give you an example. Darling, which English movie do you prefer?
ऐसे ही बोल देना अवतार बोल दे स्पाइडरमैन बोल दे
Okay, Spider-Man. So thing is, I don't actually know the format for Spider-Man in here. There is a format. Spectre. Okay, Spectre. But yeah, so basically how this movie recommendation system works is I have to go off camera and I'll just give an idea over here. So here, get recommendations. This is the final part of my code, and then you guys Spider-Man. So I'm not sure about it. I'll just put the Avengers because that's one I have confirmed. That's all code, and then system, it has taken a look at the entire list and provided possible recommendations such as Avengers Age of Ultron, Plastic, and going on. So we can come back to the start of the code. Then basically I have the full detail, step-by-step detail. So what is the recommendation? Can I skip this?
Yeah, I skipped this part.
Yeah, the step-by-step. Then we can come back to the final tab, last tab. Yeah. Then bottom of approach. Yes. Okay, keep this. So we have possible analysis and improvements. Okay, perfect. So for this, so in order to achieve more accuracy than collaborative filtering methods, the maximal click method is used in social network analysis. And it is the first time that it has been used in the movie recommendation system. And there have been experiments conducted for this, and the output of this method has been very effective. To achieve more accurate results, the K-click method, which is effective in social networks, can be introduced in
You can come with the
experiments.
example now.
Okay.
The
Then next
coding
is,
part.
this is done. So this is top up, complete. Then next,
Bottom up, yeah.
next, digit recognizer. You already get the idea. So I'll just explain the basic idea. So you're going to have handwritten digits. You might write some number on a paper, or you might use some form of software to just create some art with the number on paper. So now it is the responsibility of this software, the software which I've got, to recognize which digit it is. Now come to digit recognizer tab. Okay, so you already got the idea. You know that I have to import these libraries, and then I also have the CSV file which I need to read. So come to the final part, slide completely. Then these are just the variables. It's already an imported library, so I don't need to explain this much, as I myself don't understand it much. Go on. Okay. Here, go down. So what I wanted to also display is that, of course, it's not completely accurate. You can't achieve 100% accuracy, at least not with me. So what we are achieving is 84% accuracy, so that the model generalized from the data. Training data very well. Now you can go up and come to the pictures. Pause at the pictures. Okay, here. So now I have given examples. Now, so you have a full list because the library, it has a full list with random numbers and pictures alongside them. So how this works is it is predicting 3, but it ends up recognizing as the actual number is 5. So this is an incorrect recognition basically. But then going down, same here, 0, and it recognizes as 2. No, it recognizes as 0, but the actual number is 2. So this is an error as well. And then here I'm displaying the errors mainly. So it is 2, the prediction is 2, whereas the label is 7, the actual number is 7. And a correct example is 0, where it is predicting as 0 when the actual number is 0. So finally I'll come back to the last tab. Last tab. And then we'll just go to the analysis part for possible improvements. So you already have it on the slide. I won't read through it much, but as you can understand that research in handwriting recognition field is focused around deep learning techniques and has achieved breakthrough performance in the last few years. So this software has already been developed and used in a variety of areas. So it just guides us and provides a better understanding here with this presentation. At least I hope so. And then, so these are some possible improvements that I've noted down, or because certain experiments have already been conducted, and the method I used was fairly simple, whereas there are possible more difficult or complex networks which can be used, or libraries which can be implemented. So we have CNNs, or convolution neural networks, which are quite effective in perceiving the structure of handwritten characters or words in ways that help in automatic extraction of distinct features and so on. So right now what I have just done is predict the digit which is there from the library, but it can be made more complex by producing a certain output. So you'll find sources on that, but I can't execute it. Next slide. So right now this is like both codes were pretty basic, but the main successful point is you can hear my laptop from the corner of the room. So executing it on this laptop is distinction worthy. Finish.
Okay. Thank you.